came out strong. We played them before early in the season, so we had a little bit of mental edge on them maybe, that we felt like we could dominate them, especially with the height, as you see through there. So and I thought we utilized that real well game 1, game 2. Tried something different game 3, that a little bit different rotation, as we're trying to not look ahead too much, not take everybody for granted, but we know we're going to see maybe a little bit stronger competition later in the week, so we're trying something a little different there in the rotation, and obviously yeah. So back to the drawing board, but a win's a win. So I was proud of the way they hung in there and stood in there and played game 3 when I never saw any panic on their faces, which is good. I think they realized that they were going through a rough stretch, and they didn't panic, pulled through, and did what they needed to do. And a little predictable, I thought, game 3. I thought we were just playing safe ball. We're an offensive team, of course, and I thought we were just playing the safe shots that had worked all night. But obviously, by game 3, even teams that maybe not be to your caliber, they figure out where you're hitting the ball and scoring points. They're going to start moving their feet there. So we got to do a little better job of shot selection, we'll call it.
But Salem, a gritty bunch too. They're hanging in there, and
to their credit,
not quitting.
Absolutely. I was impressed with the way they played with heart that last game. And if you got a team playing with heart, they're hard to beat. Talent goes a long way, of course, and sometimes they never get to the part where they need heart because they never get there. But when they get that heart belt upside them, it's hard to take that away. And they certainly played with a lot of enthusiasm and heart. Not going down easy game 3, and they had a chance there to obviously win it, and give them a lot of credit. I felt like they played, they wanted it more than we did game 3, as far as I'm concerned.
And then crunch times, Holland comes in there.
Yeah,
we
brought her off the bench, and because that's what happened. We basically moved her back 3 spots to have her in, maybe at the end of the game where we needed her to score, and then it worked out. That part of it worked out for us, which we're thinking with Brownstown or Silver Creek, that if that ends up who we, possibly meet, we know that.
Not to overlook North Harrison.
Not to overlook at all North Harrison, because they've got strong middles also.
Right.
And so we're trying to match up middles, is what we're trying to do, and all 3 of those teams have good middles, so we're trying to make sure our middles in a position to score points, because you go blocking, you go hitting, and our blocking is about equal in the middle, but I think obviously height plays a role in 6'4". She's able to score some points over some other girls, so we're trying to get in positions where she can do that.
So Holland, how tall is she?
6'4".
Okay. So they said posted 6'2", and I said 6'3", and now you're 6. Okay,
6'4". I think Crozier's maybe 6'1".
6'1".
Yeah.
And she towers
the blonde. Yeah, she's definitely got some inches on her. So.
Looking at what North Harrison has and what you'll be facing Saturday morning, Coach.
Yep.
What do you see the power of North Harrison? You were here the first game. You watched North Harrison.
Yes.
Have you already played North Harrison this year?
We don't see North
I didn't
Harrison
think so.
at all. So we're I was impressed with their play, to be quite honest with you. I felt like they played well together as a team, and that they're solid defensively.
Mm-hmm.
I think our advantage, we got a little more power than they do, but you got to get the ball up to the front before you got to worry about the power. So that will be the the difference in the game. If we can serve receive well against them, I think we can take a little bit of height advantage. But they obviously have the ability. They're more scrappy, a little quicker than we are. So they might be able to dig a couple of those up like Salem did there that 3rd game and give us a lot of trouble. So we certainly aren't overlooking them. They're much improved over last year as far as I'm concerned. So I felt like they certainly impressed me watching them against Scottsboro.
Thanks.
You bet.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
You bet. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.